The next types of attack is violation of the integrity. First one is modification. Then what is meant by modification? The bad guys can insert, delete or modify the messages. This is also known as man in the middle attack. The bad guys or the intruder can put malware into your host via internet. The bad guy not only has the ability to sniff and eavesdrop the packet, but can also inject, modify or delete packets that pass between the communicating devices. Sometimes the attacker simply delays the message, and malware means malicious stuff or a virus that can enter and infect our devices which can delete our files. Worms are also malware that can enter a device without any explicit user interaction. So these kind of attack modification may make changes by inserting or deleting or modifying our user data in between. Then second attack is masquerading. Masquerading, the word meaning itself is pretending. That is, the receiver is a pretended receiver. The bad guys can masquerade as someone you trust. So, example, user tries to contact the bank, but another site pretend as bank, and they obtain the user's information indirectly. A packet created with an arbitrary source address, packet content and the destination address, and then transmitted into the internet, which will purposefully forward to its destination. So this artificially created packets may act as or pretend as the actual original bank. So suspecting the receiver who receives such a packet takes the source address as being truthful and then performs some command embedded in the packet's content. The ability to inject packets into the internet with false source address is also known as IP spoofing. To solve this problem, need end-to-end authentication, that is a mechanism that will allow us to enter with certainty if a message originated from the valid source. So another attack is replying. An attacker obtains a copy of the message sent by the user and later it tries to reply it. A bad guys can sniff the packets, placing a passive receiver in the vicinity of the wireless transmitter. That receiver can obtain the copy of every packet that is transmitted, and these packets can contain all kind of sensitive information including passwords, social security numbers, trade secrets and private personal messages. Then the passive receiver that records a copy of every packet that flies by is called a packet sniffer. And last type of attack in this case is repudiation. It is performed by one of two parties in the communication, sender or the receiver. The sender deny that she has sent the message, or the receiver deny that she has received the message. This kind of attack is known as repudiation. None of the sender and the receiver can deny that any one of the sender or the receiver can deny that they have received the message. That kind of attack is known as the repudiation attacks. This also violate the integrity of the message. And the last one, denial of service. This will violate the availability of the data, or this kind of attack is threatening the availability of data. Availability means that the actual data must be accessible to the authorized person at the right time. So this is being denied. This is what the meaning of DOS kind of attacks. So DOS attacks renders a network, host or other piece of infrastructure unusable by legitimate users. That is, the actual user is not getting the actual information. Web servers, email servers, DNS servers and other institutional networks can all be subject to DOS attacks. All these kind of servers may be attacked by the intruder. It may also slow down the or totally interrupt the service of the system. DOS attacks fall into one of the three categories. One is vulnerability attack, bandwidth flooding and connection flooding. Vulnerability means sending a few well-crafted messages to vulnerable application or the operating system running at the targeted host. For example, if the server is having an operating system that is vulnerable, then this kind of attacks may happen in the server side. So the server operating systems must be prevented from such kind of attacks. Then bandwidth flooding and connection flooding. These two are kind of generating unwanted packets from the intruder towards the server. So the bandwidth will be wasted, so that it can make delay while sending or transmitting the data. Connection flooding also similar to that of bandwidth flooding. Here it is establishing a large number of half open or full open connections between the server and the receiver. So the host become bogged down or slow down by the bogus connection or illegal connections that stops accepting the legitimate users. That is, unwanted connections are opened, and this will make the whole system delay. So these three are that the type of attacks that may happen to the servers. And by implementing or by generating this kind of attacks, the entire system will deny its rendered services. That is what the meaning of denial of service. So this attack is violating the availability of the data. That's all.